you guys, welcome back. So today is Saturday, March 14th, I think. Yes, March 14th. If not, I just included somewhere around here. But I just wanted to come on here and update you guys because Lord Jesus, the last time I updated you guys was last week, and I did not vlog or film this whole entire week at all. I'm sorry, you guys, but just the craziest thing has gone. But this week was hectic. Yesterday was the worst day ever. Oh my god, you guys, I can't really say it was the worst day ever, but it was just so much information that that went on. And I think I did tell you guys that I had my second exam for health assessment, and I basically didn't update you guys with that on how it went or none of that. Let's start from Thursday. I had class, regular time for pharmacology. We went over 7 chapters, which is a lot of material that we had to know for pharmacology. She went over it. That class was good. Then our one development class was canceled, so I didn't have that class just because the professor, she wanted to give us enough time to study for health assessment. She knew we were overwhelmed with the material. She canceled class, and that was a good thing, just because we got more time to study for health assessment. And then basically from class being canceled, we didn't have to present. So I don't know if I told you guys, but we had to do presentations for volume development for this thing called caritas. You show something that has to do with self-care and stuff like that. So we had already done a presentation, we had bought some stuff, and we were okay, we'll present next class. Since class is canceled, that's what usually happens. The people that didn't present the previous week present the following week with another group. So we were okay, gives us more time to settle in, to review our PowerPoint and stuff like that, how we're gonna present, how we're gonna lay it out. So that's how that went. I was studying with my group, letting them know everything that was going on. And then that gave us more time to study and to review the material, just because it was so much chapters. I think I told you guys that it was around 9 chapters, but it was pretty hefty work, pretty hefty study material that we had to know, just because you really do not know what you have to study, if that makes sense, even though they tell us, oh, focus on the abnormal findings. But that was pretty much how Thursday went. We just studied. It rained, of course, the weather was horrible. Yesterday is when everything was just horrible, which was last night. We get to class, usual time, people start talking about the coronavirus. That becomes a huge topic right before exam. A lot of people were not happy about it. Why are you gonna talk about it? Why are you gonna talk about it right before the exam? So the professor stopped talking about the coronavirus, and we started to take our exam. So we took our exam. The exam was hard, you guys. It was the most hardest exam I've ever taken. The lowest score was a 48%, and that's all I'm gonna say. A lot of people did not do so well on the exam. I talked to my classmates. They were just this exam was brutal. I studied the book from top to bottom, and everything I studied, nothing was on there. A lot of people were not happy about that, but kind of makes sense. And then next thing after our exam, we got an email from the school to top it, to top off everything. A lot of people were not happy about the situation and stuff like that, because we come from an exam, we didn't do so well. Next thing we open up our phones, we get an email from the school stating that classes are transferring to online. And it's a little bit crazy because of this whole coronavirus. And you know, there's some people that believe it, there's people that do not believe it, that they're like, oh, this is just like the flu or whatever. But one of our instructors, you know, told us that this was really serious and stuff like that. And I know a lot of people are gonna have, like, you know, their opinions about this, but you know, all I can say is, like, you know, to be prepared, because in my area they did announce there are like a ton of cases of the virus, and they still haven't shut down like the public schools yet, but you know, we are waiting for them to shut down the public schools. So you know, we're going to be transitioning to online, so our lectures are going to be online. The only thing that we have to go in person is going to be for lab, but at this point we still do not know if there's going to be more cases like in, like, you know, the next week. So you know, that's how it's been for like this week. It's been rough, and you know, also have some like family issues going on. I'm not going to talk so much, you know, about it to you guys, but you know, all I can say is stock up on food and just, you know, pray, because like we all need it right now. And you know, I know a lot of schools are transitioning to online just so this virus, you know, won't spread, and I feel like that's a good thing, but also a bad thing just because, you know, a lot of students don't do well in online classes. So you know, but for now I feel like we should just, you know, all stay home. If you're sick, just stay home. If you guys do not feel good, you know, just stay home. I know we all have jobs and stuff like that, and you know, we all have bills to pay, but that's all I can say is just to load up on your vitamin C, take your immunity shots, and you know, let's just pray for this virus to go away, just so we can go back to our normal lives, you guys, just because, you know, it's been some crazy days. I know for me, and probably like, you know, for other individuals, it's probably been worse, just because of like this whole new virus and stuff like that that's been going on. And I know like the president announced that was like an emergency. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I just got home and I'm just going to relax and get started on my homework, and I'll keep you guys updated on how all this online nursing school is going to be like for me. So stay tuned, you guys.